Now I'm done.
No, not now. Yeah, now,
Okay.
no. Yes, now is
Okay.
it good?
Good. Now I'm visible on audible both.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
That's great.
Yeah, now
So
is good. So, yeah. Could you introduce again?
okay.
Mhm.
I, I am Preeti Pandey. I am basically belong to UP. In UP, I don't know about. I everyone know about Gorakhpur. And if I'm talking about my qualification, I have completed B.Ed, BSc, and I also cracked the CTET exam. And I am preparing for government examination. In future, I want to become a good teacher, so that's why I am learning this language. I am belong to Hindi medium, so that's why. It is my reason behind learning this language, and I am totally beginner. So I try to improve myself. If
Oh,
I am talking about my hobby, I love dancing, painting, and writing. I write poem in Hindi poem.
oh, that's a wonderful, I would say. And you're a very passionate person, I would say. Okay. So, okay, let me introduce myself. So, I belong to Bihar State. I'm a primary teacher, and nowadays I'm helping to the learner students who have been facing various kinds of problem in the initial days. So, I have been sharing my experiences, my strategy about the spoken English, so they can learn very easily. So,
Okay.
if I discuss about my hobbies, so I like to interact with the new people every day.
That's great. It is very helpful for learning this language. If you like interact new people. Okay, so which kind, like you are government teacher or private school teacher?
I'm a private school teacher because you know very well nowadays it's quite difficult for having post in government, right?
Yeah, it is true that, but because in UP don't have any vacancy, I also preparing for BPSC teacher examination, so that's why I am asking. I also joined my two friend in BPSC teacher in Bihar that time.
Mm-hmm.
But due
Okay.
to my pregnancy, I am not able to. I didn't able to give this exam, so that's why I am preparing for BPSC teacher examination.
That's
Let's see
good.
what happens because because lots of competition that time. So it is
Mm-hmm.
a very tough, but I am not thinking more about any situation. I am always that person, give our 100%. Only one. I am think about if do anything, so provide your 100%. Don't
Yeah,
think
you're
anything else. So I'm
you're
not
right.
think anything else.
You're right. I'm also agreed because by overthinking about any matters, it will make you gradually weak a lot, right? And it would be become the cause of generating several kinds of negative thoughts. So they will starting bothering you a lot, and because of that reason, you lost your interest towards your particular goals of life, right? And you would be distracted into several kinds of field, right?
Yeah, you are right. So how long have been learning this language? Because I feel that you are not make mistake, grammatical mistake. Because if you beginner, you know about everything grammar, but when you try to speak, that time you make lots of mistake. Because I feel it that I did mistakes. So that's why I am
Hmm.
asking. If you don't mind, then you can
Yeah, yeah.
share your journey.
Of course, I would like to share my journey. It would be really honor for me to describing myself. Actually, being a villager, it's quite difficult for having fluency in this language and commanding, right? So actually, I was considered at my initial days if I would start learning this language, so it would be much beneficial for so many people. The one thing I could, change the mentality of the peoples, especially villager, who literally as a consider like this is only subject of their class, not they can't learn, especially language, right? So I just wanted to change the mentality of the peoples at my place. So that's why I started learning this language. And during learning, I had a face a several kinds of obstacles usually the beginner are facing nowadays. But instead of I kept going on, I did many things in order to have the great experiences of this language. And I interacted with the many peoples over the audio call applications. And after crossing 6 months, I started making conversation with the video calls because that was essential, right? Ultimately, you have to interact with the people face to face. So, if the early times, if you got the experience of facing these kinds of situation with the people, so it would be more convenient for you to express yourself in good manner, right? Without having hesitation. So that's why I just made myself familiar of this situation and I started attending session with the learner and teaching. So that's why still I'm confident and nowadays I'm helping to the many students as well.
Okay, that's great work, sir. You speak very well, and I think your fluency. Everyone have our own accent, so I feel that you have our own accent, so that's why I love your speaking. And yeah, you were saying that everyone in academical education, no one think about this is a language. Everyone think about it is a subject. It is a now scenario in our like Bihar and UP. So that's why he faced lots of problem because he every time learn grammar. Don't feel that try to speak. So that's why it is a problem that situation UP and Bihar. I think
Yeah,
every state know UP and Bihar. Everyone, if you everyone think about it is a subject. If you think about it is a subject, that time you face lots of problems. If you think about this is a only one language, so I think it is a very easy for every learner. Try to
yeah,
speak, don't try to learn. If you try to learn, so definitely you will forget at a time.
yeah, you're right. I would also agreed. So, initial days I have been considering not about only this language as a subject of my class. I was considering since my childhood, one day I would must learn it. I would learn this language. I would speak with someone this way because I used to watch so many speech of the other peoples of life. They usually came on the stage and sharing their life story, life journey around the peoples. So I used to listen a lot of that kinds of person. So somehow you can consider all of that motivation speeches motivated me a lot. Okay, encouraging me a lot. So literally, I wanted to become good in this field. That's why I started my journey. And somehow I got so many strategy ideas you can consider of the teachers and applying also in my initial days. Implementing all these things. That's why still I'm able to convey my thought in a good manner. Okay.
Okay, that's great. Many times I think about I learn this language, but due to some reason, like when I was try learning this language 6 months ago, but due to my pregnancy, some problems, so that's why I quit my decision. And now uh, my my son he's old, 6 month old, so now I think let's start again. So I
Of course.
tried. It is my like big dream that I want to become a fluent speaker because everyone know about this is a global language. And I think it is my personal opinion. I am not say that I am right and wrong. If you know lots of language, so it is easy to understand. Lots of thinking, lots of thought, and many things you can read many thing like English books. So you like store lots of knowledge. So
Of
it is
course.
my if I am not learning only on English language. If I have time, so I learn any other language. But first of all, I learn this language because it is a very important that scenario. It is like a bridge to other to other things, like if you do any work and you can communicate. So if you know about English, so it is easy you communicate anyone. So
Yeah,
that's why first of all I am learn this language. If I am learn this language like good manner and good fluency, so I switch any other language. I try to learn any other language. I
yeah,
love learning language. I know about like 2 3 language little bit. I know Gujarati, I know Bhojpuri, and I know little bit English. So I try to
yeah,
know any other
uh,
language. I
of course.
love learning new language.
Yeah, I can say you are looking very passionate for this language, and you are right. It is a globally accepted. So whenever, whatever city if you go, so there you can, take a help of this language to communicate with the people in good manner and make a better personalities also around the peoples. Okay. So I would like to know how long have you been learning this language?
I am learning this language now. I am recently start like 2 and 3 days ago, but it is not true. I was start like 6 months ago. Only one month I tried to connect someone, and after that I quit. And now again I tried. You call me that I tried to only on 2 month
Oh, 2 months.
learning
Okay.
this language.
Yeah, within 2 months, I think you gain, I think, better confidence. I can see. Yeah,
I take lots of gap, like in between 2 months.
yeah, it's okay. I understand. You being a mother has so many responsibility of home situation, take caring of kids, maintaining the home situations, all these things, right? I can understand. But instead of you are
And
doing well.
yeah, and in after a few days ago, my son very sick, so that's why I am little bit disturbed. Approximately, I disturbed 2 months, so that's why I didn't start. Otherwise, I think that when my son born, at time I start learning this language, but only because he's not good. As your mother, if your son, yeah, your daughter is not good, so you don't do anything about your mental stage. You don't feel good.
Yeah,
As
you're
a mother,
right.
you try to do anything else, but you don't able to do good way anything. You don't do. It is my personal experience because I am new mother, but I feel it. If your kid and child are not good and you don't feel good, your mental stability are not good that time. So first, my priority that my son become good by health. So I start again. Let's see what happens.
Of course, I would like to appreciate you really because you're putting a lots of effort over your communication skill instead of having lots of responsibility of your personals, and instead of you are doing well job, I would say you have been following your passion, your desires. So of course it must be come to, I would say, because you have that much spark which is usually it must be existence in the inside of the learner. So you have the better
Okay.
quality, I would say.
So
Yeah,
you are YouTuber.
yeah, of course. So how yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, how did you know about me?
How did you know about you?
Yeah,
I searched on Skype app.
okay. I was considering maybe you might have watched some of content of mine. That's why you know me.
No, sir. Because I recently I joined this app like 7 months ago, but I am not using this app due to pregnancy, due to my kid, and many things happen in my life between 6 months. But now I started 2 and 3 days ago. So I search someone who connect me on video call because I want to improve my eye connection.
Okay,
So,
of course.
so, that, so that's why I am searching someone. I love this app because I also use this app like 2 and 5 months ago. So that's why there is a nice person, lots of nice person. So I think let's search someone for video call. So that's why because I am not active member this app, so that's why I didn't watch your any video. Sorry, but definitely
No,
if you
no.
send any link, so I subscribe and I also watch your video. I love.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, I have been attending with many housewives, many elder person, many businessmen, many teachers. I had a session with many one of them. So I was considering you are also one of them who might have watched some videos of mine. That's why you approached at me. Okay, today. But okay. So would you like to mention your issues, your problems exactly into your spoken field? So I would like to help you as well.
Okay, yeah, I know about, I don't say that I don't know about grammar. I know about grammar, but when you like, if you notice that when I try to speak, that time I make lots of mistake, like grammatical mistake. Like when I try to speak past, so every time I use present tense, so it is a phase. If when I try to write, that time I do very well, but when I try to speak, that time I face lots of problem when I try to speak past and when I try to speak present. Every time I am mix past and present tense. So I
Okay.
face when I'm try like for example when I'm try to share any story my past tense. So that time I use present tense rules. So it is my problem. So how can improvement?
Okay, okay. Actually, this problem not only about you, it's problem of many learner. Whenever they started describing past event or incidents, so suddenly, middle of conversation, middle of a statement, they jumped out into the present time, right, from the past. So I think it's distracting your attention. Whenever you started you describing your past event, at that time you indulge deeply of your past incidents, and you forget while using correct, structure and all these things, verbs, modals. Okay, in order to maintaining your grammar balance. Okay, so I would say you need to practice a lot with yourself a lot. Okay, I would say like you need to create some story like a visualization. You can consider imaginations way. You need to practice this way. Okay. Whenever you sit, in the corner of your room, you start creating some story for yourself. Try to just practice, inculcate all these things in good manner, included grammar. Okay. So your practice will allow you to get better fluency in your speaking time, and you will be framing sentence situationally, included grammar. So you need to more practice with yourself, not by other. Okay.
Okay, I think it is a great solution, this problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So
Because usually in
nice
this
to,
time, yeah, because
yeah,
in this
go ahead.
time, so many learner, has been mentioned these kinds of issues with me. So I have recommended all of them. You need to create a story. Yeah, you can like what I say. You can visualize your past activities, funny, the best moment of your life. So you try to describing all these things, okay, by yourself. That would be much effective and really help you a lot. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I definitely try. When I try, if I improve. So definitely I share with you our journey. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, yeah. It's my pleasure. It's my work. I'm helping to every person, and I really feel it whenever I help to other people. Really. Yeah, you can try. Like you have any friend at your home, so you can share your story, pass the story to your friends.